Welcome to part 1 of this video series where we'll be covering the process of creating new user accounts in the LMS. And that's usually the first step in the process, is you'll get all of your administrators set up, all the student accounts that you need at the moment. Then afterwards you can start assigning courses, which we'll cover in the next video. But when you're in the LMS, you'll see a navigation bar here at the top. And to create new user accounts, we'll want to be in the Users tab here. Then if we're just creating a single account, what we'll do is we'll click on the Add a User button. And the first thing we'll do is enter the email address. And I'll just kind of do a default account here. And it'll ask you to enter a password for this user. And it doesn't really matter what you put in here as long as the password matches, since after we've created the account, we'll be able to send out a welcome email, which will allow the user to set their own password on their first login. After we've entered the first and last name, you can skip down here. And it might ask you to select a location for the account. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's set them for downtown. Then here at the bottom, we can choose the role for the account. And I'll go over the roles really quickly. So at the top, we've got the organization administrator, which can create student accounts and assign courses, check reports, and they can also create administrative accounts underneath them. You'll also see an option for the local administrator. In local admins, they have pretty much the same access, but they won't be able to create other admin accounts. And then our student account, which they can only access courses they've been assigned. So when a student logs in, they'll only have access to this My Training tab here at the top. But once we set all that up, we'll go ahead and click Add User. And that'll create the account, and we'll see a green banner here at the top, which will prompt us to send out that welcome email. And essentially that'll just let them know that their account's been created, and they'll see a link at the bottom of that email, which will prompt them to access their account now. And when they click on that, the first thing it will do is log them into the LMS, and they'll get a prompt right away to set a new password. So make sure you send that out. And if you ever miss that green banner, or let's say somebody didn't receive the email, we can click on More Actions here. We can resend that welcome email at any time. Another thing we can do is click on Edit Profile. This will allow us to update the name on the account, email address, and we can even change the role if we need to. And one other function that's important, let's say somebody no longer works for the company, what we can do is check the box next to their name on the users list. Since it will default to active users, but right here where it says select action, you'll see an option to disable the account. Let's go ahead and click that. And that will hide them from the active users list. And let's say later on down the road we need to reactivate that user for whatever reason. Right here where it says active, if we click on that drop down, we can either select all users or filter only by disabled accounts. We'll see the account listed there. Just check the box next to their name, click on select action, and then click on that option to re-enable that account. And then if we're adding multiple users into the system, let's say you have like 25, 30 people that need to be added, rather than doing it one by one, we can click on where it says import users. And then what I'd recommend doing is downloading the sample CSV template. This will look like an Excel sheet. It'll have cells for first name, last name, email address, location, and role. So you'll fill out that information for everyone, and then once you're done, select the choose a file option, and then upload that document back into the LMS, and it'll actually run a series of checks just to make sure everything's in the right place. And then once you're done, you can go ahead with the import. And there's even a box you can check where it will send out welcome emails to everyone once that import's complete. And that about wraps it up for this video. And in the next one, we'll be covering some different steps you can take to assign courses.